Now it is what?
7:46.
7:46. We'll call the meeting back to Alderman Fisher back on the line. So we will now consider a plan. Is there? I will accept the motion if there's a desire on the board to move forward on the plan. Yes, sir, Mr. Graham.
Thank you very much, Mr. Smith. First of all, what I'd like to do is just to make a general comment and express my gratitude for everyone appearing here tonight. And as you can see, this is a very tough job. We have some very tough decisions to make, and that's the reason why we ran for these particular jobs. One of the things I want to make sure that everyone knows going into my consideration for a decision is the fact that it is my intent to keep neighborhoods together. In my mind, there is no leftovers. Not in Jackson. I'm paid to represent all of the people, whether they're black, white, or purple. I've done that all my entire life, and I'm going to do it tonight. I want to make sure people understand that. I'm not taking this lightly, as well as I don't think anyone up here is taking this particular vote lightly. This is very serious. We get a chance or an opportunity to affect elections in Hinds County for the next 10 years. That's the reason why and redistricting is so important. So I want to make sure that everyone understands in my consideration for my particular vote, it only deals with one thing, and that is the numbers that were submitted, the numbers that were given, and the decisions that we have to make. I'm not going to make a decision based upon what's black or what's white. I'm going to make a decision based upon what's right. And I think that's what we all have to do, and I feel like the rest of my colleagues are going to do the same thing. Not everyone's going to like a decision that we make, and we'll live with that. But a decision needs to be made. If we do not make a decision, then what we will do is cause the county to spend many more hundreds of thousands of dollars having to do 2 elections. It was done quickly. It was done fast, and it was done to where we would have to avoid that, and that's what I want to try to do. But all of the people of the city of Jackson, Hinds County are represented here tonight. I feel like all of my colleagues, Mr. Calhoun, Mr. Smith, Mr. Anderson, Mr. Fisher, we're all going to make our choices based upon what's right and not just based upon any particular color. We're going to make decisions fairly, and that's what I want to say. Thank you.
Okay. What is the pleasure of the board?
Well, we don't have a map.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Five?
Right here.
Okay,
Did you like it up there?
no. This,
Ask the question. I'd like to address this question to Mr. Johnson. Derek, when you were proposing these particular variations, I know that you had to deal with deviations, variations of different precincts. In your estimation, which precinct or which proposal or if you can give us that information, or if that is part of what you should be doing to us, which one is least invasive as it reports or as it deals with the movement of people. When Ms. Cochran spoke earlier, I don't know which way we got this confused, but I was not talking about splitting precincts. I know exactly what that does, and you're correct.
You're up there.
Yeah, they're up there, but it doesn't mean that I did.
I'm not saying that, I'm just saying in general.
Right, but I want to make sure you know that I don't believe in splitting precincts. You're correct in that matter. What I do believe in is making sure that we move the least amount of people that we possibly can and do this right on the first hand. So can you give us any information or any insight as it relates to what you're doing?
In terms of my preference, I have no preference. My job was to provide technical support to the members of the Board of Supervisors in navigating the district lines. In terms of the question of precincts, one of the things that I constantly hear people talk about, excuse me, I have candy in my mouth, is this whole notion of splitting precincts. Every county board of supervisors retain the ultimate authority of drawing precinct lines to ensure that the elections are carried out in a manner in which that is fair, minimize voter confusion, and with consideration of the cost. After the taking of the redistricting is the opportunity for counties to actually go in and consider the drawing of precinct lines. After the county completes this redistricting process, the state will complete the redistricting process for House of Representative lines, state Senate lines, and it should be at that time that this board should take a view and consider how best to accommodate all of the changes of the overlapping lines that take place. It's my personal belief that the discussion about splitting precincts with this cycle is a red herring. It is not something that this body should be considering when redrawing your district lines, because this body retains the ultimate authority to clean up any splits after all district lines have been completed, both on the local and state and congressional level, to ensure to minimize voter confusion.
I want you to delineate the precincts that we are voting on.
With all four plans, because I don't have the fifth plan, I'm going to speak up the four plans before you. And proposal one, the change in precincts will be in District 1. They will pick up precincts 39 and 41 from District 2, and precincts 1 and 9, precincts 1 and 9 will go to District 5. In District 3, District 3 will expand to pick up population in the Spring Ridge precinct and precinct 91. District 2 will pick up Clinton Box 1, and they will pick up census blocks in Raymond 1 along the western border. That is in proposal 1. And proposal 4, the changes would be in precinct in District 4. They will shrink in size with District 2, picking up areas in precinct Raymond 1 along the Natchez Parkway Trace, along with District 3 picking up area, parts of precinct 91 and small blocks in the Spring Ridge precinct.
What was the last thing, Spring Ridge what?
Precinct. They will pick up a small census block in Spring Ridge box. They will pick up 91 and pick up census block in Spring Ridge box.
I want to know, is Pocahontas in this plan?
Which plan? Are you speaking of proposal 1 or 2? In proposal 1, Pocahontas will remain in your district, District 2. In proposal 2, Pocahontas will be given to District 1.
Okay.
You will lose Pocahontas in Plan 2. You keep Pocahontas in Plan 1.
Okay. Tenant,
You will keep Tenon, Brownsville, Cynthia, and Pocahontas in Plan 1. You will lose Brownville, Cynthia, Tenon, Pocahontas in Plan 2.
And in 3.
And in 3. That's correct. Thank you.
But not in 4.
Not in 4.
And not in Miss Connie Cochran's plan.
Or 5.
Although Miss Cochran did split precincts in her plan.
By choice, not by choice.
okay.
Okay. Is there a pleasure that the board will submit tonight? Take your plan.
Mr. Smith, you ask a question while you wait for
What are we voting on?
Can I make a motion?
Yeah, we need a motion on
Can I ask a question for clarification or something? Can I ask a question for clarification? Is the plan that you're gonna adopt tonight, is it the belief of this board that that's the plan that people will qualify under by tomorrow's deadline and run for this year's election?
Yes, I did. I didn't get the answer.
The answer was yes.
Thank you, Coach.
Okay.
And
Okay.
Mr. President,
Yes.
I am not particular about any of these plans. Unfortunately, we have to choose a plan tonight as required by law. But I hope after tonight that we all move forward together to make this county a good place to live. There's a lot of work to do. In some sections of the counties, we're going to have to work on reducing crime. But more importantly, we need to move forward in promoting economic development for this county so that we can provide jobs for the people, promote our schools, increase our tax base. So I'm willing to make a motion to adopt a plan that I think would represent a compromise between proposal 4 and the various plans that are listed here. So my motion is to adopt proposal number 1.
It's been moved. Do we have a second? It's been moved. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
It's been moved and properly second. Any other
Mr.
discussion?
President, can we be clear about which proposal? I think she said proposal 1, but I'm not sure.
That's correct, sir.
Okay, so we have a motion and a second for proposal 1. Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Okay, thank you.
Okay. Any other discussion? All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries.
No?
Okay. Thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
We will just,
Final vote.
thank you, Thank you, Mr. Fisher, and stay safe. We really appreciate you and those that you flagged for the state of Mississippi and the United States.
I appreciate also the way this meeting is being ordered, shown by those participating in the meeting tonight.
Tip Fisher still here. Tip Fisher still here.
I need a motion for joining.
So moved.
It's been moved. Second. Proper second discussion. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, motion is carried. Thank y'all very much.